Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Happy Monday. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Mm, Lovely day. Mm. Thanks for being here, everybody. Let's check with Spirit and see what they would like you to know at this time. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy, please, Spirit. What is it you would like the collective to know at this time? Spirit, what is it you would like the collective to know at this time? Eight of Cups in the upright. Disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, leaving it behind. Challenged by. Challenged by the Star. The Emperor. In the subconscious. We've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. They're in regret. Self-deceit. Self-deceit. In the recent past, we've got the Chariot in the upright. So there's a victory, forward momentum, going on a journey, determination, control, willpower, intention and expectation. Yeah, departure. So there's a Three of Wands. As with the Chariot, there's a moving forward. Ace of Cups, love, compassion, proposal, marriage, new feelings. And somebody's in a Four of Swords reversed. They're exhausted and burnt out. Cancellations of some sort. Deep contemplation. In the near future. The Fool, new beginnings, possibilities, innocence, blind faith, trust, optimistic, spontaneous adventure. The lens that's being looked through, strength, subtle power, courage, in the environment, justice in the reversed, lack of accountability, guilt, dishonesty, punishment. Hanged man, sacrifice, release, let go. Hopes and fears. Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Coming into the reward for the fruits of your labor. Financial stability, financial independence. And the outcome? Four of Wands. Reunions, celebrations, joy, harmony, freedom, and marriage. On the bottom of the deck, death and celebration. Endings. This is over. This is it. This is like it. It's really over. And it's time to celebrate. The reunions are here. There's a celebration, freedom, marriage. This is the end of this cycle for sure, and it's celebration time. And those who are bringing conflict are in a Five of Pentacles. The poles have flipped, or whatever you want to call it. I really feel like this is the actual polar shift. It doesn't have anything, well, in this particular aspect, it's about the shift of wealth, like it's the complete flipping. And it's like it flip-flops, except this time it's a little different. Although they're still playing their hands. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Values. So they're in an Eight of Cups. They're disappointed. They have to walk away. They want to escape. Their values were all about money. They're challenged by this Emperor and this Star. The Emperor and this Star. They're feeling the absence of someone. Probably the Star. They neglected the Star. They're feeling the absence of the Star and of this irreplaceable person. So they're feeling the absence of this irreplaceable person that they neglected. The Star, the Emperor. Seven of Swords in the reverse is in the subconscious. They're in regret. Conversation in the reverse. Like they want to have a conversation, but no. Chariot's here. Victory. The intention is to move forward into this marriage, love, the new somebody's running. These ones want to run. They want to run. They are in a Four of Swords reverse. They're exhausted. They don't love themselves. There's a new beginning here with the Fool. We've got chemistry in the reverse. Strength in the lens that's being looked through. Confusion in the reverse. So there's no confusion. We've got justice in the reversed. Lack of accountability and a letting go. Letting go of somebody who is guilty and dishonest. That's a punishment. Letting them go. Removing oneself from those abusers. Leaving them to their own shadows. We've got a Nine of Pentacles here, coming into the reward for the fruits of your labor. They made mistakes. They were hoping to have a reward, but they made mistakes. There is the Four of Wands here in the outgoing energy. They want to escape. This is a new chapter. This is a new chapter and they're guilty. You're moving into an inseparable union, a commitment. You were unappreciated where you were at. And they're disagreeing and everybody's talking about these secrets and the shadows and all of that. But you're moving into a reciprocal, equal give and take relationship, partnership. And that's an unexpected outcome for these ones. And they got a death, an ending, and a celebration. So there's an ending and a beginning. You know, they say alpha omega, but it's like omega alpha, right? Boop. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Main male in the reversed. So whoever this is a masculine, but he's not the main male. Their values were all about money, and they're disappointed. They want to escape. They neglected an irreplaceable person, and they're really feeling their absence. They neglected this star, an irreplaceable person. And they're challenged because this star is here with the Emperor, and they're strong together. They're challenged because they're in poverty. They're feeling the absence of this star. No conversation. They're in regret. The truth is revealed. They got caught. There's an expectation. There's an expectation that nobody will want to talk to them. You gained a victory. Emperor Star gained a victory. This non-main male wants to run. They're a runner. They're in despair. Moving forward into a marriage. Privileged lady. Star. And this false person thief, they don't love themselves. They're exhausted and burned out. False person thief. They're in despair. There's no chemistry, no passion. There's a new beginning. Community in the reverse. Community in the reverse. No passion. There's a new beginning here. So no passion. Like they may not be feeling any vitality, any kind of zest for life. But there is a new beginning here. Innocence. High honor. High honor. New beginning. The Fool. And this community in the reverse of false people, thieves, they're lacking passion. This high honor folk are strong. They're not confused. This mature man does not get a courtship. There's no chemistry with this person. There's somebody, a mature man, thief, false person, wants to come forward and try to hook up. There's no confusion about this, and there's no courtship. It's like, get out. There's a punishment with justice in the reverse for this dishonesty. They're guilty. There's a sacrifice, a letting go. They're in the shadow. They're reflecting. They're reflecting on the fact that they didn't get a marriage. They didn't get a contract with somebody who is in a 9 of Pentacles. And they made too many mistakes. They didn't get a house. They want to escape. There is a union here, but not with them. Bad health. Bad health in the reverse. They want to escape bad health. There's these reunions here. They're not in bad health. Gift. Somebody's concerned. They're in the courthouse and they're concerned over what the judge has got going on. Regarding this main female. Privileged lady. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Acceptance. They don't want to accept this. They're in poverty. They lost the star. They neglected the star, and now they've lost the star, and they're in poverty. They were envious of the star. They lost the star, and now they're in poverty. They mistreated the star. There's death. They're expecting death. Balance. So you gained your freedom. Star, you gained your freedom. You've got this Chariot here. You gained a victory. And this one is in despair. They're out of balance. They're running. They want to run. This thief, false person is exhausted. They don't love themselves. Privileged lady moving forward on the Chariot into the marriage, into the new foundation, the new life, the new cycle. Humor, looking at the lighter side of life. There's a whole community here who doesn't have any chemistry. They don't have any passion. Like they don't have any vitality, no energy. But you've got this new beginning, high honor, new beginning. You got friends, celebrations, strength, clear mind. There's no confusion. This mature man does not get a courtship if they come through this. So they're thinking about wanting to get a courtship, but they don't get a courtship. There's no chemistry. There's this for anybody in this community, like they're low energy. They have to surrender their need to control. They're guilty. Grief, and you're not in grief. You're not confused. You're not in grief. punishment, lack of accountability, guilt, again, guilt, with justice in the reverse. There's a letting go, a sacrifice, a release. They're reflecting on not having this marriage. Blame. They have to accept the responsibility for their own well-being. You're in your Nine of Pentacles, and they're thinking about they didn't get the house, they made mistakes, they didn't get the marriage. You're honest. You're in your Nine of Pentacles, coming into the rewards for the fruits of your labor, a reunion, celebration of life, solid foundations, domestic happiness. They want to escape bad health. They failed. They failed, and you are at peace. They are in regret. You're in peace, they're in regret, and they're worried. They're worried about your limitless, they're worried about you being a limitless being that can manifest whatever you want to in the material world. They're worried because it's going to be real difficult to bring adversity to this new cycle with all of these stars and suns coming together, and then having the stable and solid foundation based on trust and honor and respect, and then the children that come up and they're raised well and supported and nurtured and taught. And the spark that is in those children from the sun and the star coming together, it's like, yeah, they're going to have a real difficult time bringing adversity to humanity again with that scenario. It's going to be real powerful light. Difficult to manipulate. Especially if it is cared for and nurtured and taught and raised in a good way, with knowledge of the potentials and being prepared for them. Instead of just winging it in the dark like so many of us had to do, because nobody taught us anything. We didn't even know anything. It's like it kind of fell into it by accident. Tragic accident. I used to call myself the accidental tourist. It is what it is. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. We've got this non-main male here who doesn't want to accept that they have to leave it behind. They have to withdraw. Their rituals backfired. They neglected an irreplaceable star who they were envious of. They're feeling their absence. They're in poverty. This star is here with the Emperor. Eternal love. The star and the Emperor are here together with eternal love, and these ones who are in poverty and who are envious of this star, they're challenged by that. Yep, the Emperor and the star are here in eternal love. There's a whole bunch of disappointment for. They're expecting death. They're in a Seven of Swords reverse. They're malicious. They got caught. They're in regret. There's no conversations. There's no opportunity to have a conversation with the star. No. They're being stopped. They have been stopped. Their ritual returned to them. The whatever they were working for, this disappointment, this poverty, it backfired, and now that's their dream. This star and Emperor have a victory here. There's freedom. They possess the power and the free will to create their own happiness. They've gained a victory. They're in the Chariot, and their intention and expectation is to move forward, this privileged lady, into a marriage, looking at the lighter side of life. She's not blind. She's no longer blind. This false person thief who doesn't love themselves, they're burned out and exhausted, out of balance. They want to run away. They're in despair. They're having withdrawals. They're having withdrawals from the star's energy. They're having withdrawals from the star's energy. They have no passion. They have no energy. This whole community of false people, thieves. This star and Emperor, there's eternal love here, and they are high honor. They're here with their friends, with the new beginning, and it's fate. Everybody can see. They're all, probably all the readers are getting pretty much, the same gist that were like in the conclusion, in the final stages. There could be some kind of weird spasm, like they say when, I don't want to be gross or anything, but when the grandma used to do the chickens, and then the head comes off and then they run around without their head. It's kind of like that. It's like it's over, but there's still this movement, right? As the best analogy I can think of when trying to describe it. And there's still the potentiality that something might get kicked or damaged, Because there's this crazy running around. This is an end to their indulgent life. Their indulgent days are over. These false people, thieves, they're guilty. They have to surrender their need to control. They don't get any courtships, this mature man. You aren't confused. You aren't in grief. You're courageous and you have subtle power. Yeah, this is the end of their indulgent days. They're getting what they deserve. They have to accept responsibility for their own well-being. They can't extract it out of another living being. They have to accept responsibility for their own well-being. They're dishonest. There's a punishment here. They're getting let go from marriages. From marriages, they can't mind read anymore. Like they're being cut off from mind reading to tap into other people's minds. So they're losing that skill. They made a lot of mistakes. They didn't get the house. And you are honest coming into your 9 of Pentacles here. Reward for the fruits of your labor. You've reached the top of your challenge, and now it's time for an adventure. Or maybe this has been an adventure. Now that you've reached the pinnacle, you can look back on it once you catch your breath, and you can say, oh, holy moly. So there's the 4 of Wands, freedom, marriage, reunions, eternal love between the Star and the Emperor. Yeah, there's evidence of against these ones, and they want to escape. There's bad health in the reverse. They don't want to be in bad health. They failed. There's a failure card here. There's loneliness. Like perhaps they just don't have anybody. You know, they didn't want it. They didn't want loyalty. They didn't want a support system. They just wanted frivolity, party, and indulgent lifestyles. So you are relaxed. You're taking it easy, but they're really frightened because they fell into the trap. Their goal was to have you fall into it, but they fell into the trap. Wearing masks, mask wearers are frightened because they fell into the trap. Their intention was to have you fall into it, but they fell into it. These third wheel enemies. And you have a new family tree. Oh, the family has been saved, and a vow has been made. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Consolation. They need consolation. Their rituals backfired. They're not the main male. They don't want to accept it. They're disappointed. Leaving it behind. They want to escape. They want to escape. Lover in the reverse. They didn't get the union. They didn't get the union. They neglected an irreplaceable star. They're really feeling the absence of that individual. They're envious of that person. And they're in poverty because they've been cut off. This star is here with the Emperor, and there's eternal love. Doctor. In the reverse. This, yeah, the star isn't sick. They're challenged because their ritual backfired, and the star isn't sick. They are. They will be. They're expecting death. Their ritual backfired. Freaking ritual backfired, man. They're stopped from speaking to or connecting with this star. They're malicious and they got caught. Priest. Priest. Star and Emperor are on the chariot. They are free. They've gained a victory. They are not blind to this. This priest wants to run. They're out of balance. They're in despair. They're in a big misfortune. They're going through withdrawals. They're being rejected. This thief is a false person. They're exhausted and burnt out. There's cancellations. Things are being canceled. They don't love themselves. Emperor, Star are moving forward in a marriage, in love. This privileged lady, they're focusing on the lighter side of life. The thief, false person, they did not get the house and they are facing prison. They're going through withdrawals. A whole community has lost their passion. And this star emperor, eternal love, on the chariot, marriage, new beginnings, innocence, blind faith, trust, high honor, friends, fate. Everybody can see it. Everybody can see it. Reunion. Reunion. Fate. Messenger. Star Emperor are not in grief. They're very strong. They're not confused at all. They are not blind. They are very clear-minded. And we got the death card here again. This mature man didn't get a courtship. Their days of having an indulgent lifestyle are over. There's a death card here. They're guilty and they need to surrender their need to control anything. Scholar in the reverse, whatever knowledge they thought they had was insufficient. They're getting a punishment. They're getting released. They have to accept responsibility for their own well-being. They don't get a marriage. They can't mind read anybody. And they're a reflection. They're reflecting on it. They don't get a union. They can't make somebody else responsible for their well-being. They have to take care of themselves. And they can't get into anybody else's head and strategize against them and manipulate them for their own well-being. They can't do that anymore. They made a lot of mistakes. They didn't get a house. So, and you are constant. You're very consistent in what you do. You're very honest. This star, this emperor, this star, or perhaps coming into the Nine of Pentacles here for persevering through these challenges, coming into the reward, coming into financial stability, very consistent, reaching the top of that challenge, the pinnacle of that challenge, reached and successfully reached the top of the mountain. King of the hill, King of the hill. When I was a kid, a teenager, before teenager actually, I had a brother and a stepbrother, and we were lived out in the woods. And when you live in the woods, man, you just make up games, right? So they had King of the Hill, and those two used to get big sticks, and they used to do sword fighting on top of we had this little hill, and they'd get up there and they'd sword fight with sticks, and until one fell off the hill, and then they were King of the Hill. So anyway, here you are, King or Queen of the Hill. You made it. And these ones are falling off. They didn't get a house. They made a lot of mistakes. They're in bad health. There's 2 death cards out here. This soldier against love, against partnership, against solid foundations for the family unit. Family units are coming together. There's celebrations. And this one, or these ones, this priest, they want to escape. They're going to be in bad health. They can't avoid it. They want to avoid it, but there's evidence for everything. There's an investigation going on. And they failed to destroy eternal love. They failed to destroy eternal love for the family unit. Room, mind. There could be something going on with their mind. There's evidence, in the investigation. So there could be an investigation of the mind going on right now. They could be getting quizzed or interrogated. They want to avoid bad health. They want to escape. They failed. Yeah, they could be in the midst of an interrogation right now. We've got gift, enemy. The enemy wanted your gift. This soldier, priest. But you're celebrating because you are coming into your fortune. You are the star, so nobody's siphoning out of you. You didn't contract with somebody who wanted to destroy it or suck it out of you or claim it and dress up in it like some whatever. They're in sorrow. So 50 minutes, I think that this is probably a good place to stop. I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.